Hello, boss man. This is Casual Chaos. I'm here to bring you a Saxon deck. I saw a post on Facebook that people wanted to see someone's Saxon deck, and I wanted to see it myself just because I felt like I made a competitive enough Saxon deck that I was curious how someone else built it, right? Then they posted it, and it pretty much had Hootie in it, and I felt like that's a Hootie deck with extra steps, right? Um, but I haven't tested out his build, so but it does have Hootie, so I just felt a little bit as someone that likes to play casual decks and try to make them as competitive as possible, but keeping them pure. I didn't like that. So I tried. I felt like I should show you guys my build. So that's what I'm doing. So this is my Saxon build. Sorry for the light. I wanna be able to for you guys to see my board and see the deck profile pretty good, even though my face is gonna be showing there. So let's start it off with we're gonna be playing our eggs. We are playing this guy. Lets you draw one when you hard play it. This is CS build, so and you this is a control build of the Saxon, so you will be hard playing some of the cards, and so don't forget to draw your card when you do hard play it. Kind of helps you keep momentum as well. Let's see, I'll put that there. We are playing four of the Gobblemons. This is the searcher of the deck for you. You obviously you don't play any Omnimons. You could, I guess, frankly, but you do not play any of the Omnimons in the deck. But you do play a lot of CS traits, so this is your searcher. You play four Agumons. You there is a Greymon in this deck, so you will be able to search it or add it to from your trash, right? So that's fine. Um, so you only play four, I mean eight level threes. You also only play eight level fours. These two help each other, so you could DNA into the Shakumon. Like I said, you do play one Greymon, so if it's somehow in trash, you could bring it out with the Agumon. And it does play itself from security, which is why the reason I played it, right? So it's more cost efficient if it's played from security instead of you hard playing it or you digivolving. Um, this is so you could digivolve into the Chakamon. So these are your level fours. You could DNA and then blocker's cool. And then you do play four of the CS Shakamon. It does help you go into the Tiger Vestmon if need to with giving it taunt. It also helps with the Digivolve. Usually that messes up your opponent. The Digivolve is one of the strongest removals right now. So that's that, and if it gets popped or removed somehow, you're always able to play the Shakumon or the Agumon, or the Greymon, whatever you need. Is it level four or lower? Uh, yeah, so level four and lower. So whatever you need, you could get a searcher or whatever. I felt that after test playing it, I felt that four level fives was sufficient enough. So I play another one. This is the one from BT16. It has a pretty good effect itself. Partition. Um, it makes it to where your opponent cannot affect. It doesn't affect the Digimon, I believe. I don't know. Um, I liked it. I'm still working on the ratios as far as how many you want, how many level fives, but I felt that five level fives were sufficient enough for me to see a level five. Um, and since this is like I said a Saxon build, we are playing Saxon cards. I do play a playset of Phoenixmon. This is a control build, like I said. You pretty much just hard play this guy to pop your opponent. Level was it 9K or less. I also play for the Sakuyamon. So if your opponent when you hard play your opponent has a 9 DP or less, you pretty much want to hard play this guy. If your opponent has a higher guy, usually want to play this guy, right? To minus 6k, and then no windage volume effects activate or something. Usually, usually my favorite opening hand would be well, my favorite play would be Digivolving in Raising, right? With Agumon, usually Agumon. You kind of want to hard play the Gabumon. Digivolve into the Agumon and hard play one of the Tamers for first turn, right? And then you could just go into one of these guys and start controlling the board. Um, I do play two Tiger Vestmons. This could help with game. This would help with what's it called? Shakuman, right? For game as well, where you ace and then give him taunt. So this would you could ace into the Shakuman. I don't like the overflow too much, so I keep it at two. I'm still test playing, so I do have another card I could remove, so I could play three Tiger Vestmons. But my testing buddy's not here. He's out of town, so I can't really test play. So I could show you more of the deck I wanted to show you guys. But like I said, it came up, so I wanted to show you guys what you could work with already. Um, this is the your bread and butter of the Saxamon cards. This does so much for you, either in security or when digivolving, or when so like I said, strongest effect right now is Digivolve. So Digivolve 1 is so strong. Then you could pop an 8K. It could be good, it could not. It depends on what your opponent has, right? If there's a level 7, chances are you're not going to be able to Digivolve and pop level 6, right? But if they have a level 6, chances are you could do an 8, a level 5. So it's pretty good. I'm able to usually you start off with 3 because of the memory tamer. I'm pretty much able to whiteboard with just the effects I have on security and this guy, and do ton of damage with the security +1 and stuff. I saw someone post. It wasn't related to the Saxamon build, but I saw someone post that all roads lead to Alphamon on Facebook, and this is the same way, right? So it's not. This is like a win more card or a win fast card, um, and you kind of just need any of these guys because it's the first one has to be a black. These guys are give you the black route, right? And then you could just hard play any of your Saxamons, right? You could just hard play any of those. So if you start with 4 or 3 memory, right? You could if this guy survives usually, because you pretty much wipe the board. So usually this guy will probably survive. You could attack again, start at 3 or 4, hard play this guy or the Phoenix Mon, hard play one of these guys. Put your opponent to 3, right, or 2, whatever you have. So put them at that. Then once you put them at that, you're put them at 3. This you could DNA into this guy. Like I said, chances are you'll have one of these guys underneath the Machiniermon or your Tiger Vestmon, the Gobble, or so you could DNA end of turn. Then you'll put your opponent at 3. Gain the 3 memory by the effect of the Alphamon and keeping your turn. So you could security check with this as well. And then chances are it could be game, right? Because you trash a card from their security. So you could be going for game with this combo. Um, that's why. So this is actually the card I was thinking. You could. I like seeing. 3 is if you really want to see it, right? 2 if it's just in case, right? So you could take. I'm still testing, like I said. You could take this out. You could take one out and then put your Tiger Vestmon, make it 3 off. So that's something I'm working on. You could work yourself as well with the ratios and see what ratios you like. If you want to test play this deck. So 3 right now until I test play it, and I'll try to work with to see if I want two Alpha Monorokin and three of that Tiger Breastmon. Um, I, let's see. So then, like I said, we'll go into the other level. We'll go into the option cards and tamers. So that is my Digimon lineup. Okay, the Alpha Monorokin is kind of your win more or your tech or your, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We as our options, I only play. My only options are the memory boost. I'm thinking of adding the was it the black and red option or black and yellow? I don't know what it is. Um, Black and red maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking of adding the black and red option, but I'm not sure. I like the cards I do have right now. So the cards I would add two of the Miri. I would take away the Miris for the option if I, but I'm not sure. I like Miri a lot, so this is my only options. I like Miri a lot. It's because it lets you search and draw two. So it's either the red memory and black memory, the red and black memory boost, or the Mirai. I would switch to test out because I the be having to hard play your level sixes and you would like to keep turn, right. That's why I'm thinking of adding the other option card. But Miri works fine as well. Let's because I don't you don't want to hard play your your five cost options, right? You don't want to hard play these guys. So you rather just switch them out with Mirai and search to your deck because it's a slow control deck if you don't find these guys, right. If you don't find your level sixes, it's gonna be a long battle for you. But if you do find them, um, they're awesome. If you don't, the Miri works out for the searching, so you could search into the trash whatever you don't need. Most than likely, you're gonna trash a Saxamon, so uh, you don't you don't use Saxamon from your hand when you activate this effect, right? So draw two, and then yeah, play three of the Hugos, three of the Frey or Faye, and yeah, that's pretty much your deck. That's pretty much the deck profile, and hopefully you guys like it, enjoy it, test it out, play with your own ratios. Like I said, this I played a lot with this deck. I found that once I was able to beat some of the most competitive decks out there. It's not as consistent as I would like it because like, we haven't seen a lot of the we haven't gotten a lot of the Saxamon cards. Hopefully there's more, but it is competitive. It will surprise your opponent. Um, it is a control deck, so that's why it's able to actually do shenanigans and potentially win, just because you're able to control the board. Um, and like I said, the only thing I've thought about it as well, you could also play like a Dark Masters build, right? Where you could, I didn't, I tried going for the Dark Masters build where like you just hard played like these guys and then you ace into your level sevens. Because I also had a Shine Greymon, was it a Shine Greymon Ruin mode, Shine Greymon Blast mode, so you could kind of ace into your guy after you did that. Um, but I felt like I wasn't seeing the level sixes that you could hard play them, right? The Sakuyamon and the Phoenixmon. I wasn't seeing them enough for me to like the build. Um, so until more come out, I won't mess around with that kind of build again into that. But that's an option. You guys want to try that? But like I said, I like the deck how it runs. I think it's competitive enough that you'll take people by surprise, and it is more importantly kind of a pure based Saxamon build with CS, right? So hopefully you enjoy it. Like and subscribe for more deck profiles, and like I said, I like to try to make casual decks more competitive, and that's what you'll see in this channel. And that it is my New Year's resolution as well. Try to post more decks. I do have a bunch of decks that I'm working on to try to do that. So like and subscribe and follow. Bye.